Hey, well guys, good news today. Little dog's alright, so now I can crack on with this. Oh, name of the game today is to get the holes filled in and get at least an undercoat on it and get the plumbing done. So it's all going to happen today. Everything is going to have to be done today. So what time I am now? I'm actually at 2:25, so I've started quite late. I've just cleared everything out from behind here, so I've got a clear area to run. That guy's got myself some wood filler. Ron seal. Does exactly as it says on the tin. Only it's not a tin. Right, okay. Let's have a crack. Let's go with it. No, just basically going around filling all the screw holes in, whatnot, only before I undercoat and paint it. Might as well do the job right. See, when I was younger, it'd be like, oh, that'll do. But now, as you get older, it's like, I need to do that. That's not right. It's weird, isn't it? Like when you're younger, you don't give a damn. When you're older, little things, you can't leave it, can you? You need to put it right, otherwise you won't settle. That's what happened to me anyway. Basically, I've just missed a couple of gaps here, but I'll leave it. I won't be happy. Nobody will see it, only me, but it won't be happy. But I really want to crack on. The fact is, if I can get out the paints that I'm using, apart from the yacht varnish, which I'll be doing overnight, it's this first one that's pretty potent. There's no way I can be applying it when the caffee's open. It just wouldn't be right. So if I get this first undercoat on, I'll be happy. Then I can open up if I wish and carry on grafting. I really need to be making roads now, and to be fair, I'm happy with that. So, ooh, nearly. Nearly got a drop on the floor then, viewers, nearly got a drop on the floor. Okay. A little bit here at the back. Just round where the post joins. There you go. Don't know what it is, I see too many usually have a couple of lads working with me, but I don't know, we end up yapping and the tea starts flowing and before you know it nothing's getting done. I always seem to get things more done when I'm on my own, as daft as it sounds. Yeah, because I ain't going to say to myself, stuff it, I'm going to have a brew. I'd rather just get the job done, especially a job like this when the, I don't want all the nozzle blocking up on the end of the wood filler, or just want to get it out of the way and then give it 10 or 15 minutes whilst it's drying. We can get the sander out, get it all nice and smooth, and then maybe straight on with the paint instead of messing around chatting about politics over a cup of tea, you know. It's what happens, it just takes the day away. Before you know it, come song time, you've done nothing. So, yeah, I'm definitely up for this working along the harbour. It works for me. If I want to get the job done, that's what I do. Get on your own, unless of course heavy lifting and stuff like that. I mean, I've just moved the bloody coffee machine on my own. I shouldn't really have done that, but I took the risk, got away with it. And it weighs a bloody ton. But there you go. Sometimes you take a chance. Bit of a messy job that, but done there now. Find a nice soft brush. Got one somewhere. Okay. Hopefully that's it. Hopefully that's it. I can. Yeah, I think we got it covered there, viewers. I think we got it covered. So it's back to the sander. Well. Okay, we're on with the sander. Getting there. Like I said, viewers, all I need to be doing today is get it sand down and get the first coat of, I'll get the undercoat on it. Basically, I'll show you the undercoat I use it for a reason. It's acrylic primer. Absolutely fantastic paint this. Seals it. Especially on MDF. MDF, fantastic. That stops the water getting into it. And you know what happens when MDF gets wet? It expands, and the same with the sides of with the edges of plywood. Seals all the edges before, so it stops moisture getting into it, and then knackering it up basically. So yeah, I've used it for years, lived by it, and I've never let me down. If you're ever using MDF or plywood, just pay the extra couple of quid extra and use acrylic primer. I tell you what, it's well worth its weight in gold. Makes the job so much easier at the end of the day, and you're not going back to it for moisture problems. Okay, I've been done with plugging for today. Let's have a look now. Guys, I'm quite happy with that now. It's ready to take its first undercoat, which is great for me because once I start seeing end results, it spurs me on, keeps me going. It's all that beginning phase when you just trying to suss out what you want, which way to do it. You come across all the snags. We've got plenty of snags, absolute plenty, more than enough snags on this one. Instead of messing about now, we could get a lick of paint on it now. That's time. It's time for the lick of paint. Let's get it done. So the idea is I get 3 coats on this, at least, well, probably 4. 1 undercoat, 1 magnolia, 2 yacht varnish. and that should seal it from everyday use. Shouldn't have a problem then after that. Yacht varnish is such a very tough, hard wearing paint, or varnish should I say. I've used it in several applications, indoor and outdoor. It does what it says on the tin, it's for yachts. That's what it's up against, salt water, wind, rain, you name it. It's built for it. I always use it. Yacht varnish, very, very tough, very hard wearing. Gotta say, I bloody hate painting though. Absolutely despise it. It's just so boring. Some people say it's therapeutic. Where do you get that from? I don't know. I just think it's yeah. I couldn't do it for a living, put it that way. Oh my God. I could not envisage doing this for a living, just painting. Ironically, we've had plenty of practice over the years. There's 24 holiday flats above here. They don't belong to the arcade at all, but at one time it used to be, where long before I had the arcade, when I was just a manager here. And we used to paint them every winter, these flats upstairs. So I've had plenty of bloody practice doing painting. Same with the beer cellar downstairs. I don't know if anyone remembers the old beer cellar downstairs. Should be. If you know Blackpool, you'll never remember it. But we used to go down there every winter. We used to sand down every table and bench. Then you'd have 3 coats of black paint, 2 coats of varnish. Every table, every bench. It used to take us all winter. And then people used to come down in the summer and dance on the tabletops and stand on the benches and jump all over them, knacker them up, and then next winter we'd have to do it all over again. Yep, that was what I used to do when I was younger. So it's not always been easy. It's not easy now, to be fair. People ask me, do I prefer having a business myself or when I was working for somebody else? The simple answer is, if I could have had the wages I had working for somebody else, guaranteed income, never worrying about the bills. If I had the wages and had the same holiday time that I get now, because I can do what I want in the winter because it's mine, but I have to find obviously the revenue. So take away the headaches of the revenue, i.e. I work for somebody else but I still get the same amount of holidays in the winter as what I do now. I'd go for working for somebody else because the stress running your own business is off the scale. It's never ever ever smooth. I thought it'd be great, I thought it'd be marvellous, wonderful, took it on board and like, oh my God, I've never been so stressed in all my life sometimes. You just do not realise some of the problems that arise, it's a major headache. But at the end of the day, I work for my holidays and I get my holidays, that's I can't grumble. So I just plod on, year in, year out, doing the same thing, making changes, trying different things, ducking and diving, keeping up with the competition. To be honest with you, keeping up with the competition bit, that's the easiest part. That's the easiest part we find, because as a family, all you got to do is talk to people and treat them as people. Like these big companies, they've lost their way in that, they don't do that. It's like, you know, get as much money off them as possible and get them out the door and move the next ones in. That's the way it works. I mean, I get it. But we try to do a bit of it the other way, where we get involved in it with our customers, get to know them, get to know the likes and dislikes, and keep in touch with them when they're not here. That's the biggie. You know, we've got such a big community out there online now of friends. It's really amazing. And I know for a fact that's one thing that doesn't happen with these big companies. So, we know that that's never going to be matched by companies. It's never going to happen. So that's the one part of the game, that's the one part of the business that we know we're never going to be matched by. And we use that to our full advantage. Yes, we haven't got the most up-to-date equipment in here. We haven't got the spending power that these big companies have got. But what we have got that they haven't is the hospitality. And they'll never match us for that. I believe Higgett's on his way over soon as well. He's going to do a little bit of plumbing for me, see if he can flood the building. For those of you that don't know Higgett, it's the pound burger guy from across the back road. That's right, the £1 burger man. Look him up. He's got a little bit of knowledge on the old plumbing side, so he's going to come over and give me a lift with that, because I am absolutely useless with plumbing. I can turn my hand to most things, but when it comes, there's two things I'm no good at. And you can't be good at everything, can you? And the two things I'm no good at is cars. Lift the bonnet on a car, I'm absolutely gone. I don't know where to start. Right, so cars is one, and plumbing's the other. No chance. No good at any of them. And then, to be fair, I've never attempted to learn about it. I haven't had the... You've got to be interested, haven't you, in the subject to take it on board and get used to it. And cars and plumbing is two subjects that I've never ever been interested in. Electrics, very, very, yeah. That was the one thing that drew me to this job, was the electrics. I've always been fascinated with electrics. Saying that, I never took any courses when I was younger. I just come straight into the arcade game, straight out of school, and never looked back. So I've never done the university, colleges and what have you. Never really did the exams at school, to be fair. Everything I've done is self-taught. Saying that, nowadays it would be no good, it wouldn't get you anywhere. How times have changed. Do I regret not going to college? No. No, I just couldn't. I couldn't see me doing anything else, to be fair. I've always been dealing with the general public since a baby, to be fair. I mean, when I was extremely young, I used to work in the back of a cafe washing dishes. When you could get away with it, when kids could get away with working. You know, back in the day, I used to work in the back of a cafe for about £3 a day, if I remember rightly, on Lytham Road, just washing dishes. Taught me how to respect money, it did. That's the best way I could say about that. Then I did the same in a friend of mine's hotel. His mother's hotel, should I say. When I was a kid, we used to wash the dishes at night and get our pay packet then. Some people call it child labour, I call it learning life. You know, it never done me any harm. It's these rules and regulations now, oh my God. You don't introduce your kids into work at a young age. It's mental, you know. It's one of the fundamentals of life is learn how to respect money. Now they're trying to take money away, aren't they? There's only be digits in your bank accounts and whatnot. So that's what we're up against now. They're not going to know what money is soon. They won't know what it is. It's going to be numbers in an account, on a card, on the smartwatch, or on the phone. It's gone are the days where you'll be able to, you know, and you won't be able to stick a £5 in a card for your grandkid or a £10 in a card for Christmas. It's sad, isn't it? It's sad the way it's going, but that's it in a nutshell. It's we can't change the way it's going. I'm just thankful that I'm not starting out in this job, because I can see the arcade, this actual business, not this business, because I've still got plenty of feathers to me bow. I learnt a lot over the years, but I can see a lot of businesses folding. A lot of businesses are going to fold with the lack of cash. It's a shame, but it's a fact of life. That's the way it's going. That's what the banks want, and the banks normally get what they want. They get it. Okay, that's the way it goes. They rule the roost. Some people will agree with me, some people won't. It's everyone's entitled to their own opinions. I'm just saying how I feel. And just have to see what happens from now on inwards. It's a sad state of affairs, if you ask me. I can remember when I got that very first pay packet, when I got some money in my pocket that I'd actually earned myself. It was so liberating, to be fair. It's just, they're just not going to, the kids of today are never going to see that. They're never going to, it's not going to happen to them, is it? Because they're not, the young kids now, I mean, kids in a junior school now, by the time they leave school, I think cash will be gone. I think cash will be a finished entity in the next 4 to 5 years. I think it'll be gone, cash altogether. We've noticed a massive difference here. I mean, we take cash and card throughout the business. Not on the machines, but the cafe, the ice cream area, even the bingo, we do accept card, and we've noticed a massive upturn in card sales, and it just goes on and on and on. It's growing all the time. People want to pay by card. So that's it, you've got to move with the times, haven't you? I just feel it's a shame that it's gone that way. the powers that be come up with some weird wacky ideas. I mean, certain things in one part of the country are not guaranteed to work in another part of the country, that's what I say. And it's always been the same. There is that north-south divide, it's always been there. They say there isn't, but as far as I'm concerned, there's always been a north-south divide. Everything south of Watford Gap is totally different to what we have up here. So, the way it's going, to be absolutely brutally honest with you, I wish we had our own present day Adrian. He could build a wall across Watford Gap and seal us off from London, because the way London's going, it's not British anymore. That would be I don't think a lot of people would be bothered if we lost London now, if we were separated from London. I for one wouldn't. Very seldom do we get tourists from London in Blackpool. So it makes absolutely no difference to us what happens down there. Never has, to be fair. I'm having a right little rant to myself here, aren't I? I usually have music playing, but obviously I can't have music playing if I'm doing a YouTube video, so I'm just ranting on my own. It's amazing where the conversation takes you when you're doing that on your jack. I bet I'm boring everybody now. The people are seeing a different side to me, are they now? Okay, right, I get it. Okay, let's go. That's the outside of the canopy done. Shall I do the inside? I'll just flip round the inside, can't I? And then it's done. And then I can move on to the bottom. That's what we'll do. We'll flip round the inside of it. Right, guys, I'm just going to flip round this. Catch you in a bit. Okay, guys. I've give it it's all had a single coat of paint. Everything's been sanded down, rubbed down. We've got the undercoats on it now. So moving forward, it's not going to take too long. This now. So all the joinery work's finished. We've got first coat of paint on it, well, the undercoat of paint, should I say. So we've just got the lighting to go on, signage and the furniture. You've got to put your coffee machines, etc. And obviously some signage, maybe a couple of TVs on the wall there. The sink's plumbed in as well, we've got that done. So we're plumbed in on the sink. We're plumbed in round the side for the coffee machines, ready to go in. Got a nice new floor in there, and just a lick of paint on the walls now and some TV screens maybe, and we're all ready to rock and roll behind here. Like I said, that's the undercoat. That's the worst of it. Everything else goes on quite easily after the undercoat. We've got that well and truly covered. So we've got obviously the drop lights to go in there. I'm not made my mind up what's going on these shelves at the top yet. Probably coffee bags, to be fair, but we'll see. Okay, so there you have it, guys. Well, in a nutshell, I'm knackered now. Okay, guys, finally we've got there. I've just finished doing my bits and pieces on the coffee bar. Still got to do signage yet, but everything's up and working now. We've got the nice lights up there, we've got the pelmet up the top, we've got the two coffee machines, got your grinder, got your hot water boiler. Everything is how I wanted it. there we have it. Gotta say, I'm really pleased with this now. It's just so much more space in here for the girls to work. Much better. Oh, it was well worth the graft. Just got that one piece of timber up the top there, which I'm going to take down after the weekend. That one there. It's just that the wood was twisted when we got it, so we've been holding it in place for a few days till we take it out, and then it'll, hopefully it won't spring back to where it was. So yeah, really pleased with that now. Just need some signage and we'll be rocking and rolling. Home time. Catch you later, guys. Ta-da! Okay, viewers, if you like what you see, pop your comments in below and don't forget to hit that like button and the notification bell, because we love it when you do that. And don't forget to share. See you soon in my next presentation.